I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy.
In the valley of Elah, two armies stood at the brink of war. On one side the Philistines, mighty and proud. On the other, the Israelites, trembling with fear. At the heart of this conflict, a giant, Goliath, a warrior so fearsome that none dared face him, until a young shepherd stepped forward. David, a young shepherd, is a figure of quiet determination and care. Dressed in simple, weathered clothes, his tunic is rough and worn from the elements, though he wears it with ease. His face is youthful, yet his eyes reflect a maturity born of responsibility.
Is there no one brave enough to face me? Your God cannot save you.
He's too big, too strong.
Goliath, a giant warrior from the Philistine army, stood over 9 feet tall, towering over ordinary men. His massive size, heavy armor, and powerful weapons made him a fearsome opponent. Known for his undefeated reputation in battle, Goliath struck terror into the hearts of Israel's army. For 40 days, he stepped forward each morning and evening to challenge the Israelites to send out a champion to fight him. His taunts and bold defiance demoralized the Israelites, leaving them paralyzed with fear and unable to respond to his challenge. David was the youngest of 8 brothers, a simple shepherd boy with no armor, no sword, and no war experience. But what he lacked in strength, he made up for in faith. David was the youngest son of Jesse and often overlooked in favor of his older brothers. Despite his youth and humble beginnings, David was courageous, resourceful, and deeply faithful to God. Physically, David was described as a handsome young man with a ruddy complexion. Though not a soldier, he had already demonstrated bravery by protecting his flock from wild animals like lions and bears, using a sling and stones as his primary weapons. Spiritually, David was devout and trusted in God wholeheartedly. He believed that his victories over the beasts were not by his strength alone, but through divine assistance. This faith gave him confidence that he could defeat Goliath, the giant Philistine warrior, despite being significantly smaller, less armored, and inexperienced in battle. David's unwavering faith and previous triumphs over adversity prepared him for this defining moment.
Why do we let him mock our God? I will fight him.
You. You're just a boy.
David's confidence, as illustrated in the biblical account of his confrontation with Goliath, stems not from his physical prowess or personal strength, but from his unwavering trust in God's power and faithfulness. Despite being young and inexperienced in battle, compared to the seasoned warrior Goliath, David's faith in God gave him the assurance that victory was not dependent on conventional means like armor or weapons. He believed that God, who had delivered him from past dangers like lions and bears while tending his sheep, would similarly deliver him from Goliath. This trust in divine intervention allowed David to approach the battle with courage and confidence, knowing that it was God's power, not his own, that would secure the victory.
You're just a boy. Goliath has been a warrior since his youth.
The Lord who saved me from the lion and the bear will save me from this Philistine.
Is there no one brave enough among you to face me? Your God is weak. Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?
You come at me with a sword, but I come in the name of the Lord Almighty.
Eliab, you need to save your brother David. He wants Goliath to kill him. Oh my God.
Hey! Stand still and let me kill you, David!
No! The Lord will deliver you to my hands. Goliath.
With one stone, David defeated the giant, not by strength but by faith. David's victory was more than a triumph over a giant. It was a testament to the power of faith and the courage to trust in God when all seems impossible. David's story, particularly his victory over Goliath, serves as a powerful reminder that no obstacle is too great when we rely on God. Despite being young, inexperienced in battle, and armed with only a sling and 5 stones, David faced the giant Goliath, who was a seasoned warrior. Goliath seemed an insurmountable obstacle, not just because of his size and strength, but also because of the fear he instilled in the Israelite army. David's confidence was not in his own ability, but in God's power and faithfulness. He declared that the battle belonged to the Lord and that God would deliver Goliath into his hands. His trust in God gave him the courage to face a seemingly impossible challenge. The victory David achieved illustrates that when we rely on God, He can empower us to overcome any obstacle, no matter how daunting it may appear. It reminds us that our strength and victory come not from our abilities or resources, but from our faith in God's power and promises. This story encourages believers to trust in God's providence and guidance, especially when facing challenges that seem overwhelming. What giants are you facing today? Like David, you don't need great strength or experience. All you need is faith in the one who fights for you. Take a moment to reflect on your own faith and the obstacles you may be facing. Remember, like David, we can overcome even the greatest challenges when we rely on God's strength. If this message has inspired you, please share this video with someone who might need encouragement today. Let's spread hope and remind others that no obstacle is too great with God by our side. If you found this story uplifting, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. Your support helps us share messages of hope and faith with more people. Thank you for watching.